And the Lagos State Coordinator, Federation of Tourism Association, Gbenga Sunmonu, joins me now in the studio for more on this, and also we'll be looking at the impact of the COVID-19 on the tourism sector. Good to have you join us.
Yes, let's have you as well. Thank you so much.
We saw the first wave of the coronavirus in the country that of course, went around the world, and that took that had some level of impact on the tourism sector. Has any recovery been made in that sector, and then what is the impact of this second wave?
Well, thank you very much. Once again, I'm happy to be here with you. The first wave has come, and it's almost going. Now the advent of the second wave again. I must say categorically that the first wave, the industry players have not yet been off the first wave. We haven't heard of challenges facing us in the first wave. You are aware that a lot of us have gone back, almost gone bankruptcy, and now again the second wave is coming into being. I must say that with the first wave, we have a lot way to go off it. Now with the advent of the second wave, I must say it's really challenging. It's really very tough for the industry players. Either the entertainment, culture, arts, or tourism industry, it's really, really very challenging.
Right, so the federal government is now fully opening the land borders amid the second wave of the virus, and then also identity of a new strand of this virus. Is that a good thing for the tourism sector? What's your take on this?
Well, like I said earlier on, the pandemic is a global issue, and with the opening of the border, I can tell you that authoritatively that it will have no little or no impact on the hospitality, tourism, and entertainment industry. We are well aware that the current trend in the country now is that from all the states of the federation is that everybody should close down. Event centers have been closed down. The clubs have been closed down. Hotels have been asked to run at 50% occupancy. So that becomes a very tough issue. And again, with the trend of the second wave, you can see the volumes of the patients or the affected victims. You can see that's astronomically high compared to the first wave. So it becomes very challenging that even we as players, we must go back to the drawing board and map out strategies, how to curtail the spread of this pandemic in our establishments and also within the populace as a whole. So we are doing everything humanly possible. We know, like I said, we know that that will not definitely have any impact on the industry. The opening of the borders will not have any impact on the industries. There's a global trend of border closure all over the world. And with that, when there's no inflow into the country, then you can tell me what happens to either domestic tourism or international tourism. So it's going to be at the lowest ebb. So, but the only option we have now is to promote our domestic tourism within ourselves.
So, maybe land borders might not have as much impact. The air borders are also closed. A lot of countries right now are not receiving visitors from countries like South Africa and the United Kingdom.
Very correct.
But it's been projected that by the end of 2021, that the tourism sector will make significant recovery. What do you think that should be the priority areas, especially for us as a country, we should begin to look at if we're also going to make recovery by the end of 2021?
Well, thank you very much. I must say that quarter one, quarter two, 2021 is going to be very challenging for the players in the industry. And one thing that the government needs to make, start doing now, is to how to promote the industry, promote the country in a very positive light in the global world. Because we need more of this to be done by the government. There's no industry player who have the resources to do that now. Because as we are making efforts, you can see what's happening globally. All the efforts have been, all the countries are affected generally, but some countries are even with that, they're still projecting the image of their country positively to the world. So I think first and foremost, the country as a whole. I mean, the federal government of Nigeria, through the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, need to start doing what you call creating awareness of tourism potentials within the states, and of course, back to drawing board within our systems in the states and in the countries in Nigeria where we are. We need also start promoting domestic tourism, because whether we like it or not, the inflow of international tourism will take the 2022 quarter three before we start having a full flight of international tourism. But now we need to promote what we are within ourselves, domestic tourism. That also can give us a kind of leverage to assist the growth of the industry as it is with quarter one, quarter two of 2021.
Lagos State Coordinator, Federation of Tourism Association, Gbenga Sunmonu, thanks for talking to TVC News.
Nice talking to you as well.